Hello friends, my name is Rudin VS. You're watching me on TechMerize YouTube channel. In today's video, we are going to discuss about Mi A3. That phone is Xiaomi's recently released Android One phone. So some people are not satisfied about that phone. So we are going to discuss about what is good about that phone and what is bad about that phone. So without wasting any time, let's get started. The A series phones from Xiaomi is the Android One lineup. A1, A2 and A3 is the latest one. Xiaomi is using stock Android as the operating system in their phones. Xiaomi is already popular for very high-end hardware, but the software was some problem with some people. Like in MIUI, there used to be advertisements. So when they started using a stock Android in their super high-end hardware, people were very satisfied. With the A1, that is the first generation of A series phones, it was very popular. And for A2, it was not so popular as A1 because there were some shortcomings for the phone. With A2, there is some issues like 3.5mm audio jack was not there, no expandable memory card slot was given, and battery was also a problem with A series phones, A1 and A2. With A3, they tried to rectify some of it, but still shortfalls in some other areas. So we are going to look into that areas, but before moving there, we need to look at the basic specification of the phone. We have a triple rear camera setup with 48 megapixel primary camera IMX586 and 8 megapixel wide angle and 2 megapixel depth sensor. In the front, we have a 38 megapixel AI selfie camera which sits in tiny water drop notch. In the processor, we have Snapdragon 665 which is clocking up to 2.0 GHz. In the display, we have 6.08 Super AMOLED display which is HD+, and in the battery we have 4030 mAh high accuracy battery which they are saying, and it supports 18-watt fast charger. In the memory section, we have up to 6 GB of RAM and 128 GB of internal storage which is expandable up to 256. Android 9 Pie and Android One operating system, which means it is stock Android. And in the screen, we have Corning Gorilla Glass 5 protection as front as well as in the back. It is splash proof, which is P2I protection. And in the SIM card, you have a hybrid SIM slot. And in biometrics, we have in-display fingerprint scanner and AI face unlock. The design, if you want to talk about, it is a 3D curved glass back. For 4 GB of RAM and 64 GB of ROM variant, we are getting it for Rs 12,999. In a phone, the most important part is the screen itself. In Xiaomi A3, they are using Super AMOLED screen. That is a good thing. But the problem is they are using 720p display. In a phone as cheap as 8,000 rupees, nowadays we are getting 1080p display. So compared to that, it is a very bad thing. And in the price range of Xiaomi A3, that is around 15k, we are getting 400 pixel per inch resolution displays, whereas in Mi A3 we get only 300 ppi screens. So because of this, when you read small text in your phone, you'll feel like it is a bit out of focus and you'll not feel that sharpness in the text messages you're reading. And moreover, in outdoor conditions, you expect very bright screen from an AMOLED display. But in Mi A3 it is not the case. AMOLED display is no doubt superior to IPS LCD displays. But a very good IPS LCD display can give almost as good viewing experience as an AMOLED display. So why should they go for a 720p AMOLED display instead of a 1080p IPS LCD display? Just for bragging rights. So that's why I don't like this phone in this price segment. The next problem is the in-display fingerprint scanner used in Mi A3. It is a very good thing that they are trying to incorporate a high-end phone feature in a budget segment. But the execution part is where everything went wrong. The fingerprint scanner is very slow and inaccurate at times. The phone does not have enough juice to pull it up and make it a very fast in-display fingerprint scanner. At this budget segment, I personally prefer having a physical fingerprint scanner than going for an in-display fingerprint scanner, because physical fingerprint scanners at this price segment is very fast and accurate. But if you are moving forward to in-display fingerprint scanner, you should have enough juice in your phone to make it a very fast in-display fingerprint scanner, like in high-end phones. But like in other phones that is in budget segment around 15k, it is not a good idea to go for in-display fingerprint scanner. You can boast about the feature that it have an in-display fingerprint scanner, but the actual purpose, usability case, it is more towards a physical fingerprint scanner. Next is the processor in MI-A3. It is Snapdragon 665. That is a very nominal upgrade over Snapdragon 660, which is used in its predecessor MI-A2. So if you look at benchmark scores also, Snapdragon 660 leads in some of the areas. So if you're wondering why it is a downgrade over 660, even at sub 15 segment, Xiaomi is offering Snapdragon 675, and in other phones they are having Snapdragon 712. Both these processors are very fast compared to Snapdragon 665. So if you are going on a daily routine task, normal task like opening some dialer, messaging, etc., it is going to be very fast, no doubt. But if you really need some juice from your phone, you are going to be on back foot with Snapdragon 665. As I have already mentioned, battery was a problem with A series phones, but this time we have a bit upgrade from last two phones. We have 4030 mAh of battery and it supports 18 watt fast charger, but the term is it supports. In the box we do not have a fast charger available. We have a 10 watt charger, which is a normal charger available in almost all the phones. So if you compare that is a step back. And with 4000 mAh of battery, just 720p screen and a low power 665 Snapdragon processor, we are expecting a very good battery backup from 4000 mAh of battery, but that is not the case. It is Android 1 operating system, not MIUI. MIUI is very fine tuned, but this Android 1 operating system, stock Android, is not very fine tuned. So you are not actually getting as much battery backup you would expect from a 4000 mAh of battery. So let's look at the overall picture here. We have very good camera setup and glass back, very good form factor, Gorilla Glass 5 support, and over this we are compromising on processor, display and battery. So you have to decide whether you are ready to compromise on these things. In my personal opinion, I'm not. That's why even when I made a video of best phones under 15,000 rupees, I did not include MI-A3, even though it was very compelling, but I did not include. So if you want to check out that video, I'll link that video in the description. That's it friends, thanks for watching. That was my take on MI-A3. Please mention what you think about MI-A3 in the comment section. And also before leaving, please subscribe to my channel. Also click on that bell icon so you will get notified about the latest tech videos whenever I upload. Goodbye, see you on the next video.